Guys, please confirm to what you get voice message. Guys, you are attending now. Please confirm to you guys what you get voice message. You are attending now. The voice is clear to all of you. Guys, respond for me. All of you get voice message. Guys, everybody respond for me. Your voice and screen clearly. Screen is okay. Just I'm speaking about voice. Am I audible? Yeah. Everybody wants to check now.
Check. Is my voice is clear now? Now is it clear? Now is my voice is clear, guys? Please confirm to me now. Now clear. Now clear. Right. That's fine. Okay. Pretty clear. Good. All right. Good morning, guys. All right, sir. And can you check it what we completed in the last session? Any idea? So I think so. We are discussing about Java programming format. Can you tell me how many parts are available in a Java programming format? Overall, how many parts are existed? 5 parts are existed. What are the various parts in the Java programming format? First one is comment section. Second one is what? Package section. Next one is what? Import section. Then after that, classes and interfaces section. Next one is what? Main class section. These are the various sections what we are having. That's okay, fine. Next one is after that. Already we completed comment section totally. Then we started package section. Tell me guys, what is a package? What exactly the meaning of package? Everybody has to give answer for my question. What is package? Package is the collection of related classes and interfaces as a single unit. That's okay, fine. Package is the collection of related classes and interfaces as a single unit. Okay, fine. The next one is, what are the various advantages of packages now? Modularization, abstraction, security, shareability, and reusability. That's okay. How many types of packages are available? 2 types of packages are existed. What are the 2 types of packages now? Predefined packages and user-defined packages. What is predefined package? These packages are provided by Java programming language. Tell me some examples for predefined packages. Java.lang, Java.io, Java.util. What is user-defined package? These packages are defined by the developers as per their application requirements. That's okay. How to declare? Then before that, I given one point there. In the case of predefined packages, already packages were defined. Then developers have to think how to use them. Just developers have to think how to use them. Developers are responsible for using them. That's it. Not to define. Already they are defined in the case of predefined packages. But in the case of user-defined packages, developers are having two responsibilities. What are the two responsibilities for the developers there? Define and use. How to define them and how to use them. Right, sir. To declare user-defined package, what is the statement we have to use there? Package, package name, package, pack name. Right here, what is this package name actually? Package name may be a single name or it may be the combination of parent package name and child package name with which notation? Dot separator. And examples are given. Package P valid, package P1 dot P2 valid, package P1 dot P2 dot P3. All the things are valid. Right, so next one. If you want to use package declaration statement in a Java file, there we have to follow some conditions. Two conditions here we have to follow. What are the two conditions here? First one is what? Package name must be unique. Package name must be unique. Okay, it will not be shareable and reusable. Right, sir. If you think about that internal reason, package is nothing but a folder. Folder names must be unique. We cannot reuse the same name for more than one package, and we cannot share same package name to other folders. That means other packages. That's okay. Then what is the second statement here? Package declaration statement must be the first statement in a single Java file. Examples are given there, right? Package declaration statement must be the first statement in single Java file. If I take abc.java file, package p1 import java.io.star valid. Example abc.java, first I have written import java.io.star package p1 invalid. Why this is valid and why it is invalid, guys? Package statement must be the first statement. Next one, we have a question. Immediately we have an important interview question. What was that question here? I've asked you there. Is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file? Is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file? Possible or not possible? Not possible. No, it is not possible. Why it is not possible, guys? Now tell me. No, it is not possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file. Why? Because in Java files, package declaration statements must be the first statement. In Java files, package declaration statements must be the first statement. Examples are given. abc.java package p. Okay, now it is status valid. That's okay. Why? Because only one single package statement. Second example I given there, package P1, package P2, package P3. So here first one is valid. Remaining two statements are invalid. Why? Because package declaration statement always first statement in Java file. Next one is I given one more example, package P1.P2.P3. Still it is valid. Why? Because it is a single package declaration statement only. But where parent package name and child package names we have provided, that doesn't matter. Next one is another example I given. This type of examples you are able to get in our company written test actually. So example is abc.java, where what we specified package P1 semicolon, package P2 semicolon, package P3. Then what is the status here? Now tell me. Invalid. Why it is invalid here? Even though we write these three package declaration statements in a single line, but the point is what? Three statements. These three are what now? Three statements, not like single statement. So only first one is valid, and remaining two things are like what now? Invalid. Right, sir. Then one suggestion was provided by Java to provide package names. What was that suggestion provided by Java to prepare these package names? No, to provide package names, Java has given a suggestion like try to use our company domain name in reverse in a package name. Immediately I've taken an example. What was that example here I've taken there? That example would be package com.durgasoft.icsa.transactions.deposit. Now here, what is the meaning of this entire statement actually? Com.Durgasoft is a company domain name. I am the developer. I am working with Durgasoft. So Durgasoft website name is what? www.durgasoft.com. So domain name is what? Durgasoft.com. Reverse of it, com.Durgasoft. Next one is what is this ICICI actually? Project name or a client name? Then what is this transactions actually? Module name. What is this deposit actually? Submodule name. Deposit is what? No, submodule name. Also carefully. This is submodule name. All right, sir. Next one is, then by this we understood clearly package section and package declaration statements. That part totally we understood. Then next one is what we have to understand. The next one, no, import statement. Here we have to understand import section. Yesterday I given some clarity of it. First of all, what is the purpose of import statement? What is the purpose of import statements? Any idea? Exactly. What is the purpose of import statements? Already package was defined. Already one package is already existed. Already one package was existed. I want to access the classes and interface of a particular package in the present Java file. Somewhere else one package is already existed, P1 package. At present, I'm preparing a program. In my program, I want to use classes and interfaces of that particular package into the present Java file. That's my requirement. So if you want to access classes and interface of a particular package into the present Java file, there we have to import the respective package to the present Java file. There we have to import the respective package into the present Java file. Clear or not? Okay, fine. Then how we are able to import these particular package into the present Java file? How it is possible to import that particular package to the present Java file? How it is possible? You know, answer is very clear. To import a particular package to the present Java file, there we have to use a syntax. What was the syntax here? We have to use there. That syntax would be like what? No, import. Two types of syntaxes are available actually. Import statement we have to use, but in two ways we are able to use import statement. One is what? Import package name dot member name. Import package name dot member name. So what is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it? We are going to import only the specified member from the specified package. Specified member from the specified package. All right, so now here I have given one example. What was that example here I have given there? Import java.io.bufferedReader are given. Import java.io.bufferedReader. Everybody understand this clearly. Import java.io.bufferedReader. Now here what we are able to import from this now? Only bufferedReader class will be imported to the present Java file. Only what we are importing there now? Only bufferedReader is imported to the present package, present Java file. In java.io, so many classes are available. Hundreds and hundreds of classes are available in java.io package. But out of all these classes, only which class is imported here? No, only buffer data class is imported. Getting clarity on my point or not? Okay, fine. Next one is after that, another syntax is existed. What was that another syntax actually? Right, so now it would be like what now? Import package name dot star. Here star indicates what? All from java.io. It means that it imports all the classes and interfaces from the specified package. From the specified package java.io. For example, I given already one example here. What was that example here I given there? Observe carefully. Import java.io.star. In java.io, hundreds and hundreds of classes are available. All classes and interfaces I want to import to the present Java file. That's my requirement. All right, so now it was completed. Then after that, I given one important interview question here also. Now tell me, is it possible to provide more than one import statement in single Java file? Is it possible to provide more than one import statement in single Java file? What is the answer for this question? Yes, yes. It is possible to provide more than one import statement in single Java file. Why? Because in my present Java program, in my present Java file, I need classes and interfaces from more than one package. Of course, I may use classes and interfaces from one package or more than one package also. I need. Why? Because one package has defined IO related operations. Another package has defined database related operations. Another package has defined data structures. If it is a case in my Java program, I want to use, in my Java program, I want to use database interaction, data structures I want to use, and IO operations I want to perform. Whenever we are performing all three activities in our Java application, definitely we need libraries from three packages. When we need libraries from three packages, definitely we have to import all three packages to the present Java file. Got my point or not? So definitely we can write more than one import statement in our Java file, in a single Java file as per the requirement. Leave it. Then after that, I have to give one small note here. Let me give that note also. Then after that, I will go for this particular one. What was that note here? I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Note will be, listen, all of you listen carefully. Note will be, in a single Java file, we are able to write, we are able to provide at most, we are able to provide at most one package declaration, at most one package declaration statement. In a single Java file, we are able to provide at most one package declaration statement, but we are able to provide more than one import statement. Anything is wrong in my statement? No. Is my statement is clear or not? Check the statement here. What was the statement here I've given there? No. In a single Java file, we are able to provide at most one package declaration statement, but we are able to provide more than one import statement. Am I right or not? Am I right or not? We are able to provide more than one import statement, but at most one package declaration statement. Clear or not? Okay, now let's observe this clearly. On example, I'm taking their file name is like what no abc.java. Inside this abc.java, here what I'm trying to say, all of you observe carefully. Now, package P1, package P2, package P3. All of you observe carefully what I'm telling there. Import java.io.star, import java.util.star. Next one, import java.sql.star. Huh. Out of all these things, which thing is valid and which thing is invalid here, we have to confirm. Now tell me guys, what is this one actually? Valid or invalid? No, it's valid. Now tell me, what about the second one? You know, valid or invalid? No, invalid. This is invalid. Why it is invalid? No, package declaration statement should be the first one. That means at most one package declaration statement. More than one package declaration statement is not allowed. So here this is invalid. Now tell me guys, then what about this third one? You know, valid or invalid? No, invalid. That's okay, fine. Then what about this fourth one here? Valid or invalid? No, valid. What about this fifth one here? Valid or invalid? Valid. What about this last one? Right, this is also valid. That means we can write any number of import statements, but the package statements we are able to write at most one a package declaration statement. I think I given one interview question. I given one interview question for all of you. I said to you that we have to prepare answer for this, right? Even I given one clue also. Answer for this question was existed in my material. If you have material and if you check that material, then definitely you might be identifying what you know answer for this particular question. How many of you aware about answer for this question, sir? How many of you knows about the answer for this particular question? Please raise your hands. Only 2 members. Only 2 members. The remaining members are not even checking our material. Okay, even though you are not interested to go for material, at least you have to Google it. In Google, everything is available. Or at least you have to go for YouTube. There also everything is available. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? Your mobile phones and your laptops are available with you for the sake of the technology, not for the sake of watching videos, not for the sake of and playing video games. Remember this point. If I give one work to you, you have to complete that work. Understand it? If you're not following my guidelines now, whose guidelines you are following? How you are able to get job? No? No. This type of response I'm not expecting. See, definitely, then if I give some statement inside the class now, that will be meaningful. Definitely it will give some impact. If you're not following that, then whom you are following? No. So anyway, then I will check your knowledge in tomorrow's exam. Everybody has to come tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Understand it? So for online people, how I'm going to conduct the test now? Physically, it is not possible to conduct the test for online people. I will send question paper to all of you tomorrow exactly at 10 o'clock. You have to write your exam in your own way. At 10 o'clock by mail, we will send that question paper to you. You have to write that exam in our own way for the online people. Yes, sir. No response from online people. You have to write this exam in our own way. I'll send that question paper to you. Yes? Right, sir. Otherwise, if you want to appear for this exam, come to the institute at Hyderabad, if it is possible. How it is possible for you to come from USA? Right, anyway, I'll send that question paper to you. Then you have to go for your own exam and try to give that marks also to me. Exactly half an hour of time we will conduct that exam there. Then try to give options. Okay. Anyway, guys, leave it. Do one thing. Otherwise, for the online people, what I'm telling there, if I'm available, I'll open the same webinar by 10 o'clock. I will open the same webinar by 10 o'clock. Just come here and open that webinar. I will paste the questions, question by question. I will paste. Then you can give answers if it is possible. Otherwise, I will send question paper to you. Anyway, I will plan for it. For online people, tomorrow come to the webinar. I will give one solution for it. But for offline people, and you have to appear for the exam physically, right? In the same room, in the same classroom, I will conduct the exam. Okay, nearly 30 to 40 questions I will provide. Then where you have to answer, but if it is a 30 questions and 30 minutes time, 40 questions, 40 minutes is the time. You have to check your knowledge. But don't take it easy light. Why? Because if you are attending the test like this, at the end of the day, you will have very good question bank. If you prepare that questions, at least you may complete your company written test and you may complete that interviews in outside. Definitely you will get jobs. So because of that reason, same link, webinar link is same link, guys. Don't go for any other one. Same link. Then come to the webinar exactly at 10 o'clock tomorrow, so that I can conduct the test. Okay, leave it. And moreover, tomorrow a regular class is not going to be happen. Directly you can come for the test at 10 o'clock. After few days of time, when I start object orientation, from that point onwards, I'll conduct somewhat extra sessions on Sundays also. But I will give schedule clearly. How much time I'm going to take on Sundays, which topic I'm going to take on Sundays, then everything I will give clarity. But before this object orientation, no classes on Sunday. But once object orientation is started, maximum 3 to 4 hours of time, I will conduct the class. Definitely, I'll give schedule for that also. Be prepared for that. Okay. Right. Anyway, answer for this question is what? What exactly this one? Is it possible to use classes and interfaces of a particular package in the present Java file without importing the respective packages? Right. Answer for this question is yes. Everybody understand this clearly. Answer for this question is what? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is possible to. It is possible to use classes and interfaces of a particular package without importing the respective package, without importing the respective packages or package, without importing the respective package. But what is the alternative? Without importing, if you want to use classes and interface in a present Java file, if you want to use that, definitely we have to go for some alternative. Definitely we need some alternative. Then what is that alternative here now? What is that alternative? It is, but we have to use, what is this names now? Fully qualified names of the classes. Fully qualified names of the classes. Yes, sir. But we have to use what? Fully qualified names of the classes that we have to use. That is an alternative. Okay, sir. I understood your question and I understood your answer clearly, but I have a doubt. What is my doubt here? Here you have used the word fully qualified names of the classes. Fully qualified names of the classes. That is my question. What is fully qualified name? I'm getting confusion. What exactly the meaning of fully qualified name? Good. Wait. I'll give one simple example. Try to understand it. Sachin Tendulkar is a name. Sachin Tendulkar is a name. What is original name and what is surname? Sachin is a name or surname? Sachin is a name or surname? Name. Tendulkar is what? Surname. I think so. If I'm wrong, correct me. Okay, leave it. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. What is name and what is surname here? Mahendra Singh is what? Name. Dhoni is what? Surname. Narendra Modi. Do you know who is that person? Narendra Modi. Yes? I think some of you are seeing, look at my face seriously. Huh? I don't know what's the reason for it. Even though you agree or not, he is our prime minister, right? Narendra Modi is the prime minister or not? Huh? Maybe in the next elections, what is going to be happen, we don't know. But at present, he is the prime minister. We have to accept that. Okay, leave it. If I specify only name, is a normal name only. But if I specify that name with a surname, if I specify the name with the surname, in general, we used to say it's a full name. Am I right or not? If you are providing name with the surname, that is what? Full name. Am I right or not? In Java programming, if we provide a name along with its surname, if we provide a name along with its surname, then it is called as fully qualified name. Then it is called as what? Fully qualified name. Sir, where is surname in Java, sir? What you are talking? In Java, surnames are not like any other one. The surnames are nothing but package names only. In Java, the surnames are like what? No, package name only. That means what I'm telling there clearly, the statement is what? If we write any class name or interface name along with its package name, if you write a class name or interface name or anything along with its package name, then that name is called as what? Fully qualified name. Come on, understand it. What is fully qualified name? If you write any class or interface along with its package name, then it is called as what? Fully qualified name. Definitely, this is also one of the question actually in outside. If we specify classes or interfaces in Java program along with its package name, then it is called as what? No, fully qualified name. Point is clear or not? Okay, now let me clarify this particular point here. Note here, I want to be specific clearly. What is that note type of point here? I want to be specific. No, what is fully qualified name? This is my question actually. Right, sir. If we write, that means providing classes and interfaces, providing classes and interfaces along with their package names, along with their package names is called as fully qualified name. Is called as what? No, fully qualified name. Example I'm telling there, by that we are able to give clarity. We are able to get clarity. I'm giving example here. Try to understand this clearly. All right, sir. What is that example here I'm telling there? Understand this now. First one is, I want to specify just it is a buffered reader. What is this buffered reader? Actually, it's a name. That's it. Not a fully qualified name. But another example here I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. Buffered reader is a class available in Java.io package. Am I right or not? Just analyze it. Buffered reader is a class exists in what? Java.io package. So here what I have to do? Java.io buffered reader. What I have to do? No? Java.io buffered reader. If I provide this, Java.io buffered reader. If I provide this, Now, this name is what, guys? Now tell me, this is what? Fully qualified name. This is what? Fully qualified name. Next, another example here. I'm telling to you, Java dot util dot array list. Array list is one of the class which is available in Java dot util package. Now it is what? No, fully qualified name. Fully qualified name. So these examples are sufficient to understand what is fully qualified name. Yes, sir. Understand it? Now tell me, all of you now tell me, what is fully qualified name? Providing classes and interfaces along with the package names, along with the respective package names, or not any other package now. In which package this class is available, write that package name dot class name. That is called as what now? Fully qualified name. Observe carefully here, what I'm telling to you now. That's okay, fine. Now here, I want to give one example. As per our interview question, is it possible to use classes and interface of a particular package without importing the respective packages? For that, we have given answer is yes. Okay, now I want to give two cases here now. Observe carefully. Case 1. What is this case 1? Java program with import statement. Observe carefully. Java program with import statement. This is case number 1 here. I'm telling there. There I will write the Java program. Observe carefully. Import statement. I want to use one statement where I'm going to use classes and interfaces from java.io package only. So for the purpose here, what I'm going to be specified there, import java.io.star. What I specified here, import java.io.star. Clear or not? Import java.io.star that I provided. Then after that, whenever we provided import java.io.star, then we can write all classes and interfaces of the java.io package every time. Any number of times. We can write all classes and interfaces from java.io package. So here I want to use one statement. What is the statement here actually? Buffered reader BR is equal to new buffered reader of new input stream reader of system dot in. This is one statement, sir, in Java. Leave it. For what purpose this statement is available, I don't require that. Here, what we have to recognize the point here. In this particular statement, how many classes I have used there? Now tell me here. How many classes I have used in this particular statement, guys? Now tell me. Buffered reader, one class. Again, buffered reader, the same class again. Input stream reader, one class. System is also a class now, but which is available in java.lang package, that is default package. Don't think too much about system class now. Here buffer data 2 times we have used, input stream reader 1 time we have used. Am I right or not? This buffer data and input stream reader both came from java.io package. Buffer reader and input stream reader both came from which package? No, java.io package. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? That's okay, fine. Now here my point is how I am using this buffer data, how I am using this buffer reader 2 times and input stream reader 1 time here. No, directly we have written names. Directly we have written the class names. Why? Because one time we imported all classes and interfaces from java.io package. So we can use that. Any number of times we can use. That's okay. This is the simplicity. We can understand it now. That's okay, fine. But another case here I'm telling to you. What about this another case here? Case 2. Case 2. Java application without import statement. Java application without import statement. Java application without import statement. Everybody has to understand this clearly. Java application without import statement. Observe carefully. I'm not going to write import statement. Okay. Directly I want to write the same statement. What is this actually? Buffered reader BR is equal to new buffered reader of new input stream reader of system dot in. That's okay. Here we have to provide semicolon. So here what we have to provide, buffer reader BR is equal to new buffer reader, new input stream reader, system dot in, that we provided. Clear or not? Getting clarity or not? Now here what is the problem here? What exactly the problem here? Now observe carefully. This is my Java program. If I compile the Java program, compiler will come here, compiler will come to buffer reader, and compiler will ask what is this buffer reader? I don't know. Where is this buffer reader? I don't know. Please provide that link to me. When compiler compiles this particular statement, Compiler is asking, where is buffer data? What is buffer data? I don't know. Please give clarity of it. Then I can compile it. Yes, sir. Get my point or not? So definitely compiler will give an error here. Here one error we are able to get. Here another error we are able to get. That means 2 times buffer data we have used now. 2 times we are able to get error. And third one is what? No, input sim reader. There also we are able to get another error. 3 errors we are able to get. Compiler and JVM are not getting clarity where this buffer data is coming. Understand my point or not? So now in this scenario, what I have to use there? If we don't want to import the packages, no, then what we have to use there? Now tell me, if you want to write the classes individually without writing import statement, then we have to give clarity. This class is coming from this particular package, and this class is coming from this particular package. We have to give such clarity or not? How we are able to give such type of clarity here? By providing fully qualified names, we can give that information to the compiler. By providing what? Fully qualified names to the classes and interfaces, we can give such type of clarity. Point is clear or not? Now let me check this particular point here. How I'm going to provide that fully qualified names? No, observe carefully. Buffer trader is a class came from which package now? Java.io package. So here what is a fully qualified name? Java.io.bufferreader. Next one is what? Next, how many times we have written buffer data class? That many number of times we have to use fully qualified name. Wherever we have written buffer data class, there we have to write what now? Fully qualified name. Now here what I have to provide now? Java.io.bufferreader. Then input sim read is also a class came from Java.io package. So here also what I have to write there? Java.io.input stream reader. Then system is a class came from Java.lang package. No, that is a default package in our Java program. Not required to think too much about this particular one. Now, tell me guys. Now in every line, every time buffer data and input stream reader, we are giving the clear cut clarity for the compiler or not? The clarity we provided to the compiler or not? When a compiler comes to this buffer data class now, it can understand buffer data class is available in which package no? Java.io. Compiler will go to Java.io. Compiler will check buffer data class is available or not. As it is available, good. It is a predefined class. So no need to do any error. No need to raise any error. Clear. Again, compiler will go to the second buffer data. Second buffer data, that is Java.io.buffer data. There also compiler aware about this buffer data class is available in what now? Java.io package. So it's okay, fine. Not required to raise any error. Next one is input stream reader. Compiler will come to the input stream reader. There it identifies Java.io.input stream reader. Then compiler identifies. Now no need to raise any error. Why? Because input stream reader is existed in Java.io package. So it's not required to raise any error clearly. So this is the reason why. This is what exactly the reason why. This is what exactly the reason why. As an alternative for import statements, we can use what? As an alternative for import statement, we can use what? Fully qualified names are utilized or not? Fully qualified names are provided or not? Now I'm asking one question to all of you guys. What was the question here I'm asking to you? You have seen both the cases. Import statement case and fully qualified names case, both the cases we have seen. Okay. Now tell me, which case is suggestible? Is that import statement or fully qualified names? Is that import statements are fully qualified name? Which statements are suggestible? Case 1 or case 2? Definitely. The point is what? Case 1. What is suggestible here? No, case 1 is suggestible. Right, sir. In Java applications, always import statements are suggestible. Always import statements are suggestible. Even though fully qualified names are available, always import statements are suggestible. Yes, sir, got it or not? Always what? Import statements are suggestible. Okay. All right, sir. Now this is what exactly the content here we can understand. But interviewer may ask one more question now. Interviewer may ask one more question. What about this question by the interviewer there? Interviewer will ask one more question. All of you guys observe carefully. What is that one more question now? Tell me the situation. Tell me the situation where we must use fully qualified names to the classes. Fully qualified name to the classes. Sir, all of you are following my concepts. All of you are getting clarity. Huh? I think today you are not active, much active. You're totally down. Are you expecting any coffees and teas at Durgasoft? Or breakfast are you expecting at Durgasoft? Huh? If you're expecting breakfast or coffees and teas now, core Java fee will be 15,000. If ready for that, then I can provide. I don't have any problem. More business I can do. Huh? The situation, you are giving that type of situation to me. Arey yaar, I am running almost all, but you are not running along with me. You are walking backside of me. How sync is going on? Huh? Unfortunately, my online students are also totally dull today. Responses are very, very low. Why, sir? Any reason for that? Any family problems to you? Yes, sir. Any family problems? Girlfriend problems? The most dangerous thing is girlfriend only. Remember this. The most dangerous thing I can give reasons also clearly. Am I right or not? No response here. No response. See, observe carefully. Maintaining one JVM is good, but maintaining two JVMs is a problem. Understand it clearly. You are one JVM, another JVM. Another JVM is most dangerous. Think about it. Why? Because another JVM just gives orders only. Another JVM just gives order only. But who will take the struggles? No. This JVM is taking struggles. In the point of money, in the point of effort. I think you are not understanding this theory at present. No. In the future, we will understand clearly. Okay. All right, sir. Anyway, guys, now I don't want to waste your time, but you are not even when asked general questions also you are not responding properly. Yes, sir. Why you are laughing? Do you have girlfriend? Huh? I can check. I can check. By moving on to the classes, then definitely I will open everybody's life. Definitely. Those who are in front of me, definitely I will. Tomorrow onwards, back seats. No? Okay, I'll remember you. Definitely, I'll remember you. Right, guys. Then what was the question there? Put more concentration. What was the question here? Tell me the situation where. Tell me the situation where. Tell me the situation where we must use. Where we must use fully qualified names to the classes. The situation will give some demand for us to use fully qualified names. In which situation we have to use fully qualified names? Again and again, I'm telling to you, you have to put more concentration to understand this point. Otherwise, you will not understand this. Even though it is a more depth now, but still, I want to cover here itself. Why? Because you understood everything clearly. That's why this point also I want to cover. Actually, I want to cover this topic in the packages actually, but no, here itself I want to cover. By seeing your awareness, I want to cover it. But put more concentration to understand this point. It is one of the famous interview question. Even if you're having nearly 3 to 4 years of experience, then only you can get this type of questions now. So you have to understand it clearly. All of you observe carefully. Guys, in Java, I'm giving clear-cut explanation, guys. Try to understand it now. In Java, date is a class. Date is what? A class. This date class is existed. Date class is existed in two packages. In two packages actually. Their purpose is totally different. But anyway, the name date, that is a class name actually, it is available in two packages. What are the two packages actually? First one is java.util package and other one is java.sql package. In java.util package, date class purpose is what? To represent system date, current system date. Whatever the date is available in our system now, to represent the current system date in Java program, we have a class date from java.util. In java.util package, date class is available. That is the representing current system date. Next one is what? After that, java.sql. In that package also date is available now. That is to represent the date in a databases. That is to represent a date in databases. Am I right or not? So date to store in databases, to store date in databases, to store date value in databases. Say for example, in the database might be some table is available, employee table is available, date of birth column is available, where date has to be stored or not. A particular date has to be stored in date of birth column or not. So definitely we required one date representation to store the date value in the database. But to represent current system date, no, what we are having there, no, java.util.date is available here. Clear or not? Now tell me, all of you now tell me. Now tell me guys, all of you tell me. Date is a class in Java which is available in how many packages? No, two packages. What are the two packages here? Java.util and Java.sql. Okay, good. Now I'm writing a program, guys. All of you observe carefully. My file name is abc.java. Please listen carefully. Don't write any running notes. Listen carefully. abc.java. This is the file name. Okay, all of you observe carefully. abc.java. Now I want to take a class test. Class test. Whenever we want to write a Java program, there what we have to write? Main program. Main method is required or not? What is this main method actually? Public static void main. Shortcut I'm using there. Public static void main. Then inside this and string array args. String array args. Right, sir. Now inside this, what I want to know, some array list class I want to write. Array list AL is equal to new array list. Guys, now tell me, array list is available in which package? No, array list class is available in which package? No, java.util. So I have to import java.util or not? I have to import what? Java.util. Import java.util.star. That means array list is one requirement. Maybe like this any requirement, but the classes which I'm going to be used from java.util. Already some other classes I want to use from java.util. That's my requirement here. Okay, because of this array list class, I imported java.util package. Nice. Next one is after a few lines of code, after a few lines of code, after a few lines of code, I want to use connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection, database connection I'm asking there. Alright, three parameters are available. We don't require all three parameters as of now. We can understand it clearly. Yes. Now tell me, connection is an interface, driver manager is a class. Both came from java.sql package. Connection and driver manager both came from which package? No, java.sql package. So what I have to import there, guys? Now tell me, I have to import java.sql package. I have to import or not? Because of this connection and driver manager. That's okay. Import java.sql.star. Any confusion up to my program? Any confusion up to my program? What is the purpose of using array list? Not required. What is the purpose of using connection? Not required. Just I have used these two lines. Because of these two lines, I have to import two packages. Which two packages I imported here? Java.util package, and other one is like what? No, Java.sql package. These two packages I imported. Clear or not? Okay. After few lines of code, I have a requirement to use date t is equal to date d is equal to new date. Something else I have used it. Some parameter also I have used it to the constructor. That doesn't matter. Some date class object I created. Okay. If I compile this program, first a compiler will come to what? array list. So compiler will check that array list in which package? No, util package. Again, it will check in SQL package also not available. In util package, it is available. No ambiguity situation. Clear. Again, compiler will encounter the second array list. There also compiler will check that array list in util package available. No problem. Checked in SQL package also not existed. No ambiguity. Clear. Next one. Compiler will come to what? Connection. Compiler will check that connection in util package not existed. Then check it in SQL package as existed. Clear. No problem. No ambiguity situation. Compiler will check a driver manager class in util package not existed. But check it in what? No SQL package existed or not existed. Existed. There also be no confusion. Now when compiler encounter this date class, compiler first it will check in util package. In util package date class is existed or not existed. Available. Then after that, compiler will check the same data class again in SQL package. In SQL package is existed or not existed? Existed. Now confusion is generated or not? Ambiguity situation is coming or not? What was that ambiguity situation? What was that ambiguity situation? In two packages which are already imported in the present Java file, data class is existed. From which package we have to recognize the data class? We have to refer this data class from which package? From which package this data class is coming? That compiler wants to get clarity. Now compile is getting ambiguity situation. Compile is in confusion mode. From which package this data class is coming? From which class this data class is coming? That is a confusion for the compiler. From which class the date class is, from which package the date class is coming? It's a confusion to the compiler. Then immediately compiler will give an error. What is that error message? No, now date class you have written here, but their data class is available in no java.util package and java.sql package. I'm getting confusion from which package this data class is available. Can you please give clear cut reference to the data class? Give clarity on this data class, from which package you want to use it. You are giving this code, but it is confusion code. One error. Again another date class here we have written. Again date class second time we have written. There also again the same confusion. How many times we have written date class? No, it is a confusion. Now, but as a developer, I have a clarity. This is for what? No, for system date. This is for what? No, system date. Understand my point here? That I know. As a developer, I know. But how compiler will aware about it? No, that is one thing. After few lines of code, again here we have used date dt is equal to new date. Here some lines here, some parameters here we provided. Now here I know what is the purpose of this. This is for the sake of what? No, for date in a database. For date in that I know. That I know. But how compiler knows about it? No. Again, when a compiler encounters this date now, again the same confusion for the compiler. From which package this date class is coming? From which package the date class is coming? Again, this is the confusion. Yes, sir. Are you getting my point or not? Again, this is what now? It's a confusion for the developers, for the compiler and JVM. Again, it able to give two more errors. Overall, in this program, how many errors here we are able to get? No, 4 errors we are able to get. Why? Because 4 times date class we have used. All 4 times ambiguity situation. 4 errors here we are getting. Yes, sir. Got it or not? Now tell me, what is the solution for this situation? What is the solution for this situation? Identifying these data classes from which package is a confusion for the compiler. So it is not dependent on like what? No, import statements what we have provided. So independent on these import statements, we must give clarity of these data classes to the compiler from which package you are using these data classes. Am I right or not? From which packages you are using these data classes, we must give clarity on this. No response, guys. So what we have to do now? Tell me. What we have to do now? Tell me. Now this data class, if you want to say this is from system to represent system date now, then from which package we have to use this data class now? From java.util package or not? Sorry, from java.util package or not? So there we need to use fully qualified name for the data class or not? What is that fully qualified name now? Tell me. Java.util.data. Now compiler understand this data class is coming from java.util package. This date class is for representing current system date now. Next one is now new. Again here date is available now. This date is also coming from what? Java.util.date. Now compile is getting 100% clarity. This date class is coming from what now? Java.util package. That's okay. Similarly, we have to give clarity about the second statement, date classes or not. Now here, what we have to provide there? Now tell me. Java dot SQL dot date. DT is equal to new. What next one here? Java dot SQL dot date. Now tell me, in this scenario, are these import statements are sufficient? Now tell me, guys. In this scenario, are these import statements are sufficient? Are these import statements are sufficient? No. Even though we have written import statements, no, still it is a requirement to write fully qualified names for the classes or not? Still it is a requirement to write fully qualified names for the classes or not? So this is a situation where we must use fully qualified names to the classes. This is a situation where fully qualified names must be written for the classes in our Java programs. The example I'm giving directly, but little bit one statement here I have to write or not. What is the statement here we have to write there? Observe carefully. In Java program, in Java applications, if we use any class, which is existed in a more than one package, which is existed in more than one package. If we use any class which is exists in more than one package, and if we import both the packages, and if we import both the packages, then we must write fully qualified names to the respective class in order to avoid the confusion, like from which package that present class, that from which package this class is referred. Guys, understand my meaning here, what I'm telling you? In Java applications, if you use any class which exists in more than one package, and if you import both the packages in Java file, and if you import both the packages in Java file, then we must write fully qualified name to the respective class in order to avoid the confusion, like from which package this class is referred, this class is coming. Understand the meaning of this statement? Yes, sir. Don't expect too much English about my concepts here. The too much depth you can expect in Java, but not in English. But minimal English I'm using there, you can understand the meaning of this particular statement. Example I'm telling there. Then what is that example here I'm telling there? This is an example. Date is a class. Date is a class exists in two packages. What are the two packages? No, java.util and java.sql. Okay, fine. Then both import java.util package and import java.sql package, both I have imported. But in main method, array list from java.util and connection is from java.sql. Because of these reasons, both the packages I imported. But when I've used date classes, no, when I use a date class, no, compile is getting confusion from which package this date class is coming. So we need to provide fully qualified names to avoid the confusion, like what, from which packages this date class is coming there. So because of that reason, we have to use like what now, fully qualified names. Getting clarity? All of you are getting clarity on this particular one? All right, so now by this, what we completed here, totally import statement topic is completed. Just my intention is not to discuss too much about these import statements and all. My concept is not to discuss too much about these packages and imports and everything. Here my concept is what? Java programming format. If I talk about package statement, then minimal information we have to say. If I talk about import statement, minimally we have to understand. Why? Because I'm moving towards to write the first program. Whenever I'm going to write the first program, all these things I may use. So there we have to get clarity. What is the purpose of each and every statement? When I write the first program, there if I use any import statement, you should not have any question mark over that import statement. You need to have some idea on this import statement. That's why I given this much of information on this import statement. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. Now let's move on to the next one. All of you observe this, guys, what I'm telling you. Next point. What about this next one clearly? Classes are interfaces section. So I'm going to talk much that means I'm going to talk very less about this particular point. Why? Because in object orientation, we are going to discuss more and more about these classes and interfaces. But here, as per the Java programming format only, we are going to understand a little bit about these classes and interfaces. Now try to understand this clearly. All of you guys, observe carefully. Classes and interfaces we have to use. Why? Because in Java, everything we are going to write program with the classes only. In object-oriented programming languages, everything we are going to write programs with the classes only. Without classes, we are unable to write a program, damn sure. So definitely we have to write the classes, interfaces also. But here my question is, what is this class actually? What is the requirement to write classes? What these classes are able to represent? What classes are able to represent? I want to know that. Right, so now for that I am giving some clarity. Now try to understand this clearly. Some information, try to observe this clearly now. Class is a Java feature. It able to represent a particular real world entity. A real world entity. Class is a Java feature. It able to represent a particular real world entity. Sir, what is this real world entity? Definition is okay. To represent real world entities, we have to use classes. That's okay. That I understood. But what is this real world entity? Nothing. Nothing. It's very clear that student is a real world entity or not? Really existed. Really exists in the world, right? Student is a real world entity. Am I right or not? Next one is employee is a real world entity or not? Employee is a real world entity or not? Account is a real world entity or not? Transaction is a real world entity or not? Customer is a real world entity or not? A product is a real world entity or not? No response, guys. All these things are like what now? Real world entities. To represent these real world entities, we are using what now? Classes or interfaces. Observe carefully. Okay, in more clearly, I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Any group representation is called as a class. Classes are used to represent a particular group. Group representation is a class. Yes, sir. All of you are following or not? What is this class actually? It's a group representation. It's what now? A group representation. That is the class. Student is representing a group or not? Student is a group of students or not? Employee is also representing a group of employees or not? A person is also representing a group of persons or not? Animal is representing a group of animals or not? Understand my point here? To represent a particular group, to represent this group, we need to go for like what now? Classes. In Java programming, to represent a particular group of elements as an entity, group of elements as a single, there we have to go for like what now? Classes. But interfaces part we will discuss later on, not required. Almost all same meaning is available. What meaning we understood for classes? No, same meaning we can provide for interfaces also. But later on I will discuss about these interfaces. Don't worry for that. Now observe carefully, guys, what I'm telling to you. Everybody understand this clearly. Right. Now in Java applications, in Java application, a group representation, to represent a group of elements, to represent a group of elements, we have to use class. To represent a group of elements, we have to use class. Okay, fine. How we are able to declare classes now? Simply by using class keyword. How we are able to declare a class now? By using what? Class keyword. Class something else like what now? Employee. Class what now? Employee. Class employee. So what it is representing actually? A group of employees. For this class, we are going to create objects or not? For class, we are going to create object or not? Group representation is a class, but individual element in that group is nothing but object. For example, student is a generic. It is a student is what now? A group representation. That is a class. But myself is a student, object. You are a student, an object. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? Among the group of elements, an individual element is nothing but what now? An object. Observe carefully. Simple representation I'm telling there. Group representation is a class. In that group, individual element is nothing but what? No, an object. In the group, individual element is what? No, an object. Right, sir. That's okay, fine. Next one is, this is a class employee that we are able to write. Next one is, if you want to write like what? No, class student. Student is also be a group representation. We can understand it. Of course, inside these classes, we can write variables and methods. As per the requirement, we can write what? No, variables and methods, but not required as of now. Variables are representing data. Methods are representing activity. Variables are representing data, but methods are representing an action, a functionality. Understand my point or not? Okay, leave this one. So in that way, we are able to write classes in our Java application. Now again, I'm asking this question to you. Now tell me, how many classes we are able to write in a Java application? Do you have any limitation for number of classes? Do you have any limitation for number of classes in Java applications? Now tell me guys, how many classes we are able to write in Java applications? Is that one class or any number of classes? Right, in Java applications, in Java applications, in Java applications, we are able to write any number of classes. We are able to write any number of classes as per the requirement. The totally depending on what? No, requirement. For example, we need to represent 100 classes. Yes, we can represent 100 classes now. We need to I want to represent 1,000 number of classes as per the requirement. Yes, go ahead. We can represent 1,000 number of classes here. We don't have any conditional number of classes in our Java applications. We can write any number of classes as per the requirement. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? Got my point or not? Okay, fine. This is what exactly the number of classes. This information is sufficient for this at present, no. But once again, I'm telling to you, when I start object orientation, there we are able to have much discussion about these classes. How to declare a class? What is the syntax you have to follow to declare a class? The each and every part of the syntax we are going to understand. But as of now, only the declaration of the classes just by using class keyword, that's sufficient. How to declare super classes and how to implement interfaces, everything we are going to understand in object orientation, not immediately. Yes, sir. Clear about this? All right, sir. Next one is after that. What next one, guys? Now tell me what is the last one here. Now tell me main class section. What is this last one? No? Main class section. Now tell me, it's a mandatory section or not? It is a mandatory section in every Java application. In every Java application, it is mandatory. That point is very clear. Why, sir? Why it is mandatory? First of all, what is main class? Now tell me. See, in Java applications, we are going to write so many classes. Number of classes we are able to write. But out of these classes, only one class must have main method. One class must have main method. That main method contained class. That main method contained class is what now? Main class. That main method contained class. One class contains main method. That class is what now? Main class. In Java, to execute any program, again I'm telling there guys, interfaces are not required. In object orientation, I will discuss about interfaces. No, leave this. Just class I'm telling there, same meaning is available for interfaces also. Leave it. Now come to this main class now. In Java, only one class contains main method. That class is what now? Main class. Got my point or not? But why main class is mandatory? Main method is mandatory in a Java application. So main class is mandatory. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? So main method is required. Main method is mandatory. Why? Because main method is a starting point for the JVM to execute our program. When I execute our program, JVM will start program execution. From where JVM will start program execution? From main method onwards. JVM will start program execution from main method onwards only. So because of that reason, main method is mandatory. When we write a main method in a particular class, that class is called as main class. So main class is also be mandatory in our Java file. Sir, all of you are getting my point or not? Okay, fine. Now here the point is what? It is mandatory section in every Java application. Why? Because main method is mandatory in Java applications. Okay, fine. What is this main class now? Main class is a class. Main class is a class contains main method. Main class is a class contains main method. That's okay. What is the syntax of this main method, guys? Now tell me. Anyway, example class here I'm telling you. Now observe carefully. What is that example actually? Example is class, for example, test. I used to say main class always test a class. I used to say always that main class is what? Not test class. Inside this main class, what exactly this main method actually? Public static void main. Public static void main. Here what we are able to get? String array args. String array args. Then inside this we have to write our coding part in sections as per the requirement what we want to execute in our Java program that we have to write. Yes, sir, got my point or not? Now tell me, what is this main section? What we understood about this main section, guys? Now tell me. It is a mandatory section in every Java application. Why? Because main method is mandatory in Java applications. Main class is a class contains main method. Class test, public static void main, string array, args. Here a set of sections here we have written. But here I have a question, guys. I have a question. What is my question here? Important interview question. Again, I'm telling there. What is my question? No. What is the requirement to write main method in Java applications? You have to answer for this question, guys. What is the requirement to write main method in Java applications? You said to me main class and main method. Okay, good. But what is its need actually? Right, sir. All of you observe carefully. What is the requirement to go for main method actually? Because of two reasons. Because of two reasons we need main method. What are the two reasons why we need main method? First one is, all of you observe carefully. First one is what? First one is to write program logic. To write application logic, we need a place where JVM must come and JVM must execute. Understand my point here now? To write a programming language, to write application logic, we need a place where JVM must recognize. Then that place is what now? Main method. That means what is the first reason here now? First reason is what? To manage application logic. To manage application logic which must be executed by JVM automatically. To manage application logic which must be executed by JVM automatically, we need a method. That method is what no? Main method. JVM entry point, strictly speaking. Right, we need a method where we have to provide application logic that must be recognized and executed by JVM automatically. JVM will execute main method automatically. When I execute Java program, JVM will come to the respective test class and JVM will execute main method automatically. What we have written inside the main method, that will be executed by JVM automatically. That is point number one. Then point number two is what now? Listen carefully. For example, on command prompt, Java test if I provide. To execute Java program, we have to use Java command. To execute Java program, we have to use which command here now? Java command. Java space test if I write now, what JVM will do? JVM will come inside the test class. JVM will search for main method. Then JVM will execute main method. Main method starting point is the starting point of the program execution. Main method ending point is the ending point of the program execution. Following or not? Main method starting point is the starting point of the program execution. Main method ending point is the ending point of the program execution. Guys, all of you are getting my point or not? So now, programs execution starting point and ending point are the main method starting point and main method ending point. So I want to say to define starting point and ending point. To define starting point and ending point to the application execution. To the application execution, we need main method. Why? Because main method starting point is the starting point of the application execution. Main method ending point is the ending point of the application execution. To define starting point and ending point to the application execution, we need what? Main method. No response. Tell me, sir, what is the requirement to write main method in Java applications? To manage application logic which must be executed by JVM automatically, we need main method. Then what next one? To define starting point and ending point to the application execution, we need main method. Why? Because main method starting point is the starting point of the application execution. Main method ending point is the ending point of the application execution. That's it. All of you are getting clarity or not? That's it. With this total Java programming format, the topic is completed. With this totally Java programming format, the topic is completed. Clear, guys? All of you are getting clarity now? Just I want to ask a question to all of you guys. Now tell me what we discussed in today's class. I will look on it. What we discussed in today's class. Just 2 minutes of time I'm giving to you. Just have a look on it. Then after that I will ask some questions to you. You have to answer for my questions. What we have discussed. From which point we started our content? Import statements onwards. So we started now. Now look on it. What we discussed there today. Right, sir. What we discussed today. Import statement onwards we started. Am I right or not? Tell me what is the purpose of the import statement? To import classes and interfaces from a particular package. Am I right or not? To import classes and interfaces from a particular package, we are using what? Import statement. That's okay, good. Next one is what? After that, how many syntaxes are available for import statement? No, two syntaxes. What are the two syntaxes here? Import package name dot member name. It imports only member from the specified package, only one member. Then what is the second syntax? No, import package name dot star. What is the meaning of star here? All from the specified package. It imports all classes and interfaces from the specified package. That's okay, fine. Next one. After completion of this, then what next one here? Now tell me how many number of import statements we are able to write in single Java file. How many import statements we are able to write? Is that only one import statement or more than one import statement? More than one import statement we can write. But how many package statements we can write now? Only one package statements get. That's okay, fine. Next one is, after that, is it possible to use a classes and interface of a particular package without importing that package? Yes, possible or not possible? Yes. How it is possible there? Just by using what? Fully qualified names. By using fully qualified name. What is fully qualified name? Writing classes and interfaces along with the package name. Writing class and interfaces along with the package name. Tell me the situation where we must use fully qualified names for the classes. No. Tell me where we have to where we must write fully qualified to the classes. No. If any class coming from two packages which we already import in the present Java file and we have used that class also in the present Java file, there we are able to get confusion from which package this class is coming. To resolve the confusion, there we have to use fully qualified names. Example I have given. What was that example I have given there? Date class. Date is a class which is available in how many packages? No, two packages. Which two packages? No, java.util package and java.sql package. If I use date class in my present Java file, after importing both the packages, compiler will get confusion from which package this date class is coming. Where to resolve the confusion, we have to use what now? Fully qualified name to the classes. Right, sir. Next one. Import statements and fully qualified names. Which one is suggestible in our Java applications? Import statements are always suggestible. If the situation demands, then only we have to write fully qualified names. Otherwise, normally we have to go for what now? Import statements only. Clear or not? All right, sir. Then after that, what is a class, guys? Now tell me. What is a class now? It's a group representation. To represent real world entity, we have to use what now? A class. Am I right or not? That's the meaning of class, what we are using here. How many classes we are able to write in our Java file? How many classes we are able to write in Java file? Depends on our requirement. We can write any number of classes. The classes are interfaces. Okay, fine. Next one is, main section is mandatory or optional? Mandatory. What is main class? What is main class? The class which contains main method. What is the purpose of the main method? To manage application logic which must be executed by JVM, and to define starting point and ending point to the application execution, we need what now? Main method. Got my point or not? Right, sir. When we execute Java program, JVM will execute one method automatically. When we execute our Java program, JVM will execute one method automatically without providing any call by the developer. Automatically one method would be executed. What is that method? main method must be executed by JVM automatically. We are not going to write any call for main method. Automatically JVM will call that main method. JVM will execute that main method automatically. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? Right, sir. But how we are able to write main method and everything, I'll discuss with you later on. This is not the right time for us. Can explain the first point of main method. To manage application logic which must be executed by JVM automatically. Is this point now? Observe this clearly. If I want to execute Java program on command prompt, we have to write like what no Java test. When we are writing Java test now, first JVM, that means this statement, this intersection is giving clarity to the JVM. In a test class only main method is available. The main intention of writing Java space test is what? Test is a main class. There only main method is available. That information we are providing. Then immediately what JVM will do? JVM will come inside the test class where JVM will search for main method. Yes, when main method is available, then JVM will start program execution from starting point of the main method to ending point of the main method. When ending point of the main method comes, automatically JVM understand that program execution was completed. Then immediately JVM will terminate its process clearly. Understand my point? Okay, now tell me. Now tell me, in the entire Java program, which method is executed by JVM automatically? Main method. If we want to execute our application logic by JVM automatically, then we have to keep that application logic inside the main method or not? Come on, guys, understand my point here. I have written some logic that I want to execute by JVM automatically. So which method is the right method to keep my application logic? No, main method is the right method. There I have to keep my logic or not? Why? Because main method is executed by JVM automatically. Because of that reason, I have to keep my application logic inside the main method. If you write application logic inside the main method, JVM will come to main method. JVM will execute main method automatically. So my application logic will be executed automatically by JVM. Because of that reason, I specified the first point like what now? To manage application logic which must be executed by JVM automatically, we required main method. That's the point here. Second one is what? To define starting point and ending point to the application execution, we need to go for like what? A main method. Why? Because main method starting point is the application execution starting point. Main method ending point is the application execution ending point clearly. Right, sir? Getting my point or not? Right, sir? Package declaration must be done in the first line of the code. Then how JVM will begins its execution with the main method. Yeah, guys, understand this clearly. Even though, see, observe carefully. For example, abc.java file is available, guys. All of you observe carefully. Here I might be write 100 lines of code. Package statement or maybe import statements, even 100 lines of code here we provided. Understand my point, Kenu? Then after that, I prepared like what no class test. Inside this class test, if I write like what public static void main, then inside the string array args. Observe carefully. If we provide like this, then what happen when we execute this program? Don't think about it. Execution will start first line of the file to last line of the file. Understand my point, Kenu? First of all, abc.java file which contains these many things. Am I right or not? For example, observe carefully. If I write class A also in the same file, if I write class B also in the same file, observe carefully, all of you know. In abc.java, some import statements, some package declaration statement, three classes I have written. Am I right or not? When I compile this abc.java file, automatically three dot class files will be generated. Tester dot class file, A dot class, and B dot class. Got my point or not? Forget about Java file. You can forget about Java file. Only what files are available? Dot class files. But on command prompt, when we provide Java space tester, then JVM can understand. Here three dot class files are available actually, but JVM can understand in tester class only main method is available. So JVM will go inside the tester class, search for main method available, then it will start program execution from starting point of the main method to ending point of the main method. Now tell me, in our Java file, maybe before main class and main method, 100 lines of code is available, but that 100 lines of code is not executed by JVM directly. That's got my point or not? JVM will start flow of execution from which method there? Main method starting point onwards. Everybody understand my point here? Okay. But whenever we have written abc.java file, when we compile the program, then compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to ending point of the file. Compilation will move from starting point of the file to ending point of the file. But execution of the program could be done by JVM from main method onwards. Starting point of the application execution is what now? Main method. Even though we've written 100 lines of code before the main method, that doesn't matter. JVM will come to directly main method and JVM will execute that main method content directly. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? So this is the flow of execution here. We can understand clearly. Right, sir. Yes. Then that's okay, guys. Then what else now? Then Java programming format topic is completed. In introduction, only one small topic is remaining. That is what now? Java naming conventions. That content I will start. I will discuss there on Monday. Monday I will take that one. By the total introduction part will be completed. The next onwards, how to write first Java program part I will discuss with you clearly. So tomorrow at what time we have to come here? At 10 o'clock. I will start like what no exam. I'll start this exam there. Try to understand it. For online students, better to open this webinar at 10 o'clock, or else I will send that exam paper through online. Either of these things I will do, but try to come for the class at 10 o'clock. Try to come to this webinar at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tomorrow. 10 o'clock I will conduct an exam. Now try to attend for that exam at 10 o'clock, not at 8:30. Then you also come. For offline students must also be come at 10 o'clock. We will conduct the exam. Clear? Right, shall we meet on tomorrow? Right, sir. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining content. Thanks a lot.